Hi, this is Amy with Amy at Create with Amy 507. I am going to participate in a collaboration that Heidi Sambal is putting on with Heidi Sambal DIY. I made a couple of projects. You will see that one is an easy mail holder. The other one is a box that's made with 4 grill plates from Dollar Tree and some wood, which was just yardsticks. I am going to rate that a little higher of maybe an advanced because of two things. It had sharp edges and I used a lot of clamps. Not everybody has this amount of clamps. I'll show you in the video. If you want to tackle this, I highly encourage it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and when you get done, you'll have a very nice DIY decor for your home, and it cost me less than $10. So sit back, enjoy my video, and thanks for coming. Okay, I had my husband help me cut some wood here, and we got a square, and it measures 12.5 inches by 12.5 inches. And we're going to take these pieces that I trimmed down, and they're going to go on the edge. We're going to attach them and pinch them in on each side and make a basket or a box.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. Oops. So what I'm doing is just sandwiching. Like I said, I've got the wood. I've got my piece of wood. This is that Dollar Tree grate that I've trimmed off the edges. And then this is my yardstick. And I'm just sandwiching it in there, and I'm going to do it on all 4 sides. Okay, I'm on to the 3rd panel, and so this is the trimmed panel. Laying this on there, and this is the yardstick that's cut to size. And I'm just going to lay that on there, and then it gets hammered with I did 3 nails, and then as you can see, we got a box forming here. And so I will work on that. And then I will just continue to nail, and I will do the other side, and you'll see what we end up with here. Okay, well, this is what I've come up with so far. I've got my box, and now I'm going to get some corner wooden pieces cut and ready to put on. And then I will worry about doing the top here. Okay, my husband and I cut 4 of these wooden angle pieces, and so I want to put this on here, and I'm going to attach it to the metal with the E6000 and let it sit overnight, and then tomorrow we'll carry on with the box. And these we cut at 6 inches. Okay, this is how the box is looking so far. These are the corners that I put on and clamped yesterday. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish off the top. And I'm going to use the E6000 glue. And basically, again, I just want to sandwich it. So I'm going to put the glue along this bottom edge. Actually, I should put it on this edge too, because this is the part that's going to adhere together with the other. So you take your piece of yardstick and you put it up like that. And I've already cut this one, and it is not as long because it's got to go on the inside. And I'm putting glue on so it can stick to the metal part and the wooden part of the other stick. And I'm just aligning them so they're straight. And then I'm just going to clamp it. Oops, there's my bag clamp. Look at that. And adjusting as needed. Okay. So what I'll do is I will let this dry. I'm going to do all 4 sides, and then I'm going to let it dry overnight. And then tomorrow I can stain it, and you'll see what we end up with. All right, I'm going to stain this, but I wanted to show you all the clamps I used to put this together. Okay, I've got the staining done on my box. Now I just want to galvanize, make it look like a galvanized this metal. So I'm putting on the elephant gray. I've got some of this white. Just dabbing this on. And then I'll put a little brown in there. You can stop. Here's how my box turned out. I just love it. It's heavy, it's roomy, and it's just so pretty. Hello friends, now for this DIY I wanted to take, and we're going to use this sign, and I'm going to obviously use this side of the sign, but I wanted to cover it with some paper, and so it has a nice finished edge on the back. And so I'm going to put some spray adhesive and put this down. And I almost even considered sanding this, and then you wouldn't feel that through there, but I'm not really concerned about that. I'm just going to get that attached before I start so it looks nice. All right, I got that backside with the spray adhesive, and I put here's the spray adhesive. And then I put some of actually it's just a paper bag. I have quite a selection of thin paper bags because I used to sell paper in a store. So I'm going to flip this over. And I had my husband take a little block of wood, and he cut these out for me. And so I'm going to attach these before I do any painting. And I'm going to use the glues that are both short-term and long-term. So a glue gun and then the E6000. And what I'm going to do is attach this, and this is where the letters are going to go. So I want to look down here and see what we can line up. Okay. Actually, I should put the slow drying glue on here. And then some of that. Okay. Just recheck this, make sure everything's in line here. Okay, it's a little bit off, but I think it'll be okay. A letter will still fit in there. So, or I can just move it at this point. Maybe not. It's kind of peeling the back off. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Waverly white chalk paint, and I want to paint this whole thing, and then I'll set it aside to dry. And I probably, I don't think I'm going to paint these on the tops. Okay. I've started painting this trivet. I'm going to leave, this is the side that's going to go for the inside, so it doesn't need to be painted. I've just taken some of that white and gotten on the insides, and I'm going to do white, and I'm doing the Waverly elephant, and I'm going to take the folk art bark brown, those three colors, and just make it somewhat of a galvanized look. So we'll start with some of this elephant paint. Okay, we're back with, I've got the white on the main part of this all painted. I did lightly brush some of the elephant gray on there. This is finished drying. So I wanted to attach a few things before I put that on. And so I'm going to, oh, I see we have I need to make the holes bigger. One moment. Okay, so when I had covered the back with that paper, then I had forgotten I kind of closed up the holes. So I just want to thread some, I'm putting some new jute string in there so we can hang this. Oops. And then do the next hole. Okay. Those should hold, and I'm just going to trim them a little bit. Okay, I want to put the word mail on here, and so I have got some of these poster stickers from Dollar Tree. So I'm going to start with, I think I'll start with the A actually, so I can kind of get it centered. Well, it's not going to be quite centered, but it's okay. It'll look nice. Anyway, I should have had all this moved over a little bit. I'm not sure. Maybe this will reposition. I'm not sure. I suppose once I put it on there, take it off, it's not going to be as adhesive after this, or as sticky, I should say. But I really do think I should move them. Okay, we'll try this. Looks like it's working okay. I suppose if a person does move things right away, then it isn't quite as vital. Okay, and then we'll put the M on here. And I just basically eyeballed that. Okay. What I wanted to do with the top is put some florals on there. So I've got my glue gun, and I had picked up some pretty flowers, you know, Dollar Tree kind of things, you know, just stuff that I've got sitting around. And so I came up with these pink and white. And what I'm thinking is I'm going to just put the greenery on there first. And I had pulled everything off of its stem. The white came with this lighter green, and so I think what I'll do is I'll just split it between the two sides. I'm going to arrange these on here. Okay. We'll start with the, the white one in the middle. And then we'll go with our, and all I did is I just pulled them off the stems. Just trim that down a little bit so it lays a little flatter. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I put one more little leaf in there. I've got some extra, I don't know if you'd say extra, but there are some leaves on the rest of this. Let me just see what this looks like. It's like it needed a little something down here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we've got that, and then the last part is just to put this part that, you know, it's that trivet, and it's galvanized looking. And when you, if you were to make this, you know, yourself, this got a little too close, and so you can see that right through there, but I'm not real concerned because nail will still fit in there. So I'm going to put some of my long, the more permanent and the short glues. I'm not sure if you understand, but the E6000 will more permanent. And then the glue, from the glue gun is, it's not as permanent, but it'll adhere it right away. Sometimes I can't talk or think. Okay. Just do a line of that and try not to mix them. And I decided I wanted the slats to go like this. And I'm just going to line it up on the bottom and hold it in place. And let's go hang it on the wall and see how it looks. And here we go. I've got this right next to the door. So I can put mail in there and take that out the door and throw it in the mailbox when I'm going out the door. I sure had fun making this. I hope you enjoyed my video. Let's do the test. It works perfect. Thank you, my friends, and we'll see you next time.